We humans have a system for everything, don't we? We've got doctors for every little thing that goes wrong, hospitals for emergencies, and insurance for every possible what if. But have you ever stopped to think about the rest of the animal kingdom? How do they handle life, getting sick, growing old, without any of that? It's a pretty simple question, but honestly, the answer might just change how you see, well, everything. So this whole idea, it actually kicks off in a pretty unexpected place, a zoo. Imagine a keeper just pointing to this hippo that's been around for ages, and they mention something that just sounds kind of impossible.
Just let that number sink in for a second. 40.
And here's the kicker, the really wild part. He's hit that age with absolutely zero medical help. No checkups, no pills, no hospital stays. He just existed. He just lived. And when you hear that, it really makes you stop and think about our own lives, doesn't it?
And right there, that's the huge difference between us and that hippo. We seem to be completely driven by this need to control what's coming next, to build this fortress against all the unknowns of the future. I mean, just think about your own life for a sec. We spend so much time and energy getting ready for a future that, by its very nature, we can't possibly know. We're constantly making plans for things that might not even happen. And you see our methods for doing this literally everywhere. We build actual walls, sure, but also these metaphorical ones. We've created these massive hospital systems. We invented these complex financial safety nets like insurance. It's all just one big attempt to map out every single possibility, so we're never, ever caught by surprise. But here's the strange paradox in all of this. With all these systems we've put in place to protect ourselves, do we actually feel any safer? Or is it possible that constantly planning for every little danger just makes us more anxious? Okay, so let's pivot. Let's jump back to the animal kingdom for a minute and really look at how they manage to thrive without a single one of the safety nets we think are so essential. I mean, really think about it. Everything we consider absolutely necessary for a secure life is just gone in the wild. No doctors, no retirement plans, no alarm systems on their homes. All they have to rely on is their own instinct and their own resilience. And yet, without any of our carefully crafted plans, they just keep going. They endure whatever comes their way, they live completely in the moment, and just like that old hippo, they grow old. It's a really powerful reminder that there's another way to be. So, when you put these two completely different approaches side by side, it brings up a huge question. What's the real price of our security? In this constant search for a predictable, safe future, what are we giving up along the way? It really just boils down to two different ways of seeing the world. On one side, you've got our way, totally obsessed with the future, always preparing, and kind of living in fear of the what if. And on the other side, you've got the animal way, living in the present, relying on natural strength, and just accepting that you can't control everything. Which forces you to ask, in all of our efforts to prepare for tomorrow, are we accidentally sacrificing the joy of just living today? That's a question that's really worth sitting with for a minute. But, maybe the most powerful insight here comes from a really surprising place, from a tiny little seed, spotted from inside the very fortress we built to keep ourselves safe.
So just imagine for a second you're looking out of a hospital window. You are literally inside our ultimate symbol of planning and security. But outside that window, something else is happening. Something wild. Something totally unplanned.
You see a dandelion seed float by. One of those little fragile parachute things. It has no map. It has no 5-year plan. No guaranteed safe place to land. It just lets go. It's carried by the wind. And somehow, it manages to find a way to thrive no matter where it ends up. And that's really the heart of it. There's no rigid destination in mind. There's only the movement forward. It's a total acceptance of the journey itself, without worrying about the final landing spot. It's a philosophy built entirely on trust. And that really leaves us with one final thought. While all these fortresses we build are meant to keep us safe, have they also weighed us down? In our endless mission for control, maybe, just maybe, we've forgotten something fundamental. Maybe we've forgotten how to just trust the journey and float.